I'm gonna do something. It's been a while since I've seen a frosted windshield. Let's get this shit bumping. It's freezing. 30 degrees. Alright. Morning, Mark. Dogman. OCST, Lulu. Patriot Yank. Let's go back a little bit before I start. Oh, wow, you guys are talking. CP, hello, Val, good morning. Alright, I think I got everybody for now. Roger, hello. Can't see shit. Hey, Tracy. These are fogging up. It was a little chilly. I was out with Brian from Montauk Strange yesterday. He came out this way. He was between, all the activity recently up at Dogman headquarters, whatever you want to call it. We have so many different names for it over the years, but it's the most recent name for it. It's kind of fitting. But he came out. We went out there last night. I got footage. He has footage too. So please, if you're not subscribed to Montauk Strange, go check it out. There's like a lot of footage, like over the years where, like, you guys have liked something I did, and he's got alternate footage of it because he was standing right next to me. So you could pretty much double dip and just see different angles, right? Because I might be facing one way when something happens, and he's facing a different way. So he could very well have the the money shot you're looking for. Cryptid Huntress, what's happening? Toby, back in green. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you yesterday. Cryptid Huntress had me on yesterday. We always have a good time, kind of. We talk serious topics, but we just, have a good time. Just didn't catch that. I would go watch it. We still actually never really debriefed from. I gotta bring you on because we gotta debrief from what happened that one night. I was trying to wait for other people to do it, but sometimes it's hard to get everybody in one spot. So I hope you all having a great morning. heading to meet up with one of you lovely subscribers. I don't know if she wants me to mention her name, but I got a bunch of stuff going on. I'll brief you guys. I'll fill you guys in soon about what's going on in the next couple of days. I got some personal stuff going on, but I'm gonna mix in. I'm gonna be on the road a little bit, so you'll like what's happening. You'll like what's coming. So Brian's gonna help me put it together eventually. Unfortunately, I think I don't know what I'll be able to do with that. I really don't. I really am still. It's still lingering and bothering me. But I don't know how to maybe I'd have to maybe mute it all kind of, because of all the conversations going on and different noises and stuff in the way. I'd maybe have to mute it and just make it a talk over thing. But again, I don't know how to do that stuff, so I need help. Be good, Toby. Well, everybody's got work. I like to tap in the morning and just say hi. I know a lot of people don't come through, or people just pop in and pop out. It's all right. A lot of times I don't even see the chat. I can't even see what's going on, but I just try to, give everyone a place to hang out. Oh, rookie mistake, got top chat on. Tissue. Buongiorno. I'm having cig and coffee in my staff room. I ain't going out in the rain, no way. Yeah, that's nice. Over here in the States, you can't smoke inside no more. Unless it's somewhere privately owned and the boss don't give a shit. But when I worked Glass and Mirror and stuff, it was a private business, so in the back we smoked while we worked, you know what I mean? But that's how they kept us working. It was smart, honestly. The boss hated cigarettes, but he knew if he made us smoke outside, he'd lose 10 minutes an hour of us working. So instead, he let us start smoking in there, and you got more work production. 10 minutes an hour every person, you lose a lot of work doing that. I know some people think smoking a cigarette only takes 3 minutes, but when you're at work, you drag that shit out on purpose. Longest flatbed I've ever seen. Feeling very, what's it called? Final Destination. Mr. Bees! How you doing, Mr. Bees? I was out checking my gifting tree at home and got footage of a possible footprint about 17 inches. Nice. Good stuff, bro. Phew. They're out there. You just gotta put your boots on the ground. If anybody goes back to the earlier days when I really like did stuff like I really followed up on everything, like would gift and go back and check it and like look at details and the evidence part of things, like I've let a lot of that go, and I just help others for the most part. Whatever that day looks like, I just open myself up every day. Not a day goes by where somebody doesn't reach out to me with something. It can vary. It can vary from completely personal to completely Bigfoot related. Majority of them are like, am I going crazy? Or have you ever experienced this? And most times if I haven't, because I've experienced a lot, but there's still so much stuff that comes across my plate that I don't have a clue about. But between all the people, I would be here all day, because that's how many people I collab with. But there's somebody I can direct them to. I heard somebody say one day, there's not many females in this field. I'm like, I personally work with 36 females. So I don't know where that concept comes from. They're out there putting in work. I'll tell you one thing, their stamina is way better than mine. Way better than mine. Duration level, the duration that women have to be out in the field is amazing. Simply amazing. Gotta get ready for doctor's appointment. I'll catch you. Alright, Roger, be good, bro. I gotta run into my doctor too now, actually. I gotta get stabbed in the head. Shing, shing. These needles are huge. Massive. People are like, I could never do that. If you dealt with what I dealt with on a regular basis, you'd do it. It's really uncomfortable. It's really, really gross. The whole concept is really, really gross. Sticking huge needles in your head, but yeah, I won't get into details. It's really skeeves me out. Blue line Bigfoot. Jody. Lucky light number 10. That's it? No, that's good. That's good. Super click party on that light. L.I. beers. I really want to link up with you boys soon. I know life gets in the way quite a bit. I understand that completely, but I do want to link up with you boys. Lulu always clicks the notify bell. How you doing? Mornings, Judy. We could go south. Okay. I'm gonna be south of you a little bit if you guys, I don't know what you got going on like in the next couple days, but I'll be within a few hours, maybe 2-3 hours. Straight shot down the true way. I'll send you the deets if you want, but if not, I mean, if not now, I can always, we could set something up in the future, and I'll get a place or whatever. So when you guys come down, you won't have to travel right back. But we'll work out the deets. Oh shit! Looking down at the chat, I almost fucking mollywop this car in front of me. Somebody's looking out. Somebody's looking out. Yeah, I know. Deed this up, okay. I try to look down occasionally and then just kind of read them. Right now there's just mad traffic. This is how Long Island is. There's only so many places. You only got so many ways to go. And this time of day, everybody and their mother is going to New York City. So all the roads that go, there's only two main highways that go east to west. So from out here, there's so many people who live in the suburbs, but they work in the city. So they travel. My stepfather's one of them. He does it every single day. But he got a hybrid car so that, at least if you have a clean pass vehicle, you can use the HOV lane, high occupancy vehicle lane, or whatever. So you could use it by yourself if you have a clean pass or a motorcycle or something. So he saves a lot of time because he gets in that lane. Because there's nobody carpools, right? They tried that shit once, built a bunch of carpool parking lots and shit. Nobody gonna leave that there. That's you might as well just be rob me. You know what I mean? Park your car and then if anybody wanted to stand there and rob people, they do it at the train stations all the time. So that's why people have train cars. They have train cars. They bring piece of crap cars that they don't care if it gets dented up or banged up. If anybody steals the car or steals anything in it, it's not their POV, their main POV. It's their main private vehicle. It's just a work one. So they leave it there and it's got nothing in it. It's just bare. Because people will watch you get on that train. You park. You get on the train. And they know you're gone. So what are you going to do? Nothing. There's nothing you can do. It's really unfortunate. All right, Judy. Abnormal investigations. Welcome in. Fox. Hey, Fox. How's where you at? You're in Jersey, right? I know you were near Staten Island when we met up, but actually a couple times. We met up a couple times now. The one night we filmed all them fucking UFOs, that was wild, bro. Actually, this morning, I had no shot of going back in to get my stuff. I was going around the side of the house. I had all my bags and shit. I went the long way to see where the dog was, and I'm coming around the other side of the gate, and it's still dark out. It's 6 a.m. And I look up, and there's, I'm like, wow, it's a clear night. All of a sudden, I see this star start moving, and I'm like, oh shit, look at this. And then it goes like this. Blink. It blinks, and then it jumps over here. So usually when I see them, they just coast really, real nice, and sometimes they do zigzag motions. This thing did this whole pew, pew, and then it started moving again, and it went pew, pew. It did it twice. It teleported to a different spot. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. And it wouldn't have mattered if I had if I had the psionics out, maybe. But it would have been really hard to. It still would have been really hard to track it because of what it was doing. But it was a cool spectacle. I'll tell you that much. That shit was badass. Let me catch up her. I don't think Elena knew we were live. Spiritual Odyssey, hello. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. I'm like trying to get a drone. Yeah. You know, don't go cheap. I went cheap twice and it was a complete waste of money and effort and time and excitement for no gain. Like, I recommend. I've seen the DJIs in action and they're mint, but I went cheap twice, and then I even did a giveaway, right, where I was like, I was like, yeah, let me make sure it works. Gone. Thing just fucking had a mind of its own. So 3 I lost. I was like, let me make sure it works before I send it, because it's just been here for a while. This fucking thing gone. Just took off. And the like instructions are like wanna be English. Randy, what's happening? I didn't see you sneak in. Storms are bad down south England. I don't know, Port Orleans. Yeah, I don't want to say, but yeah, I think she's alright. It's been pouring, but it's definitely been pouring. Did that also and it took off and crashed. Yeah, right. They're no good either. Like the really light ones, they're no good. Like Foxy's friends, when I met them and him and Anthony and he had one, and I was like, oh, I think it's gonna die like right away. It's gonna go to shit real fast. He read the instructions real quick, put it together, bing bing, and it was flying good. I mean, it was flying good for what it was. And I don't know where he got it from some store for like dirt cheap. And then he had a night vision too. He said he got it for like $5. Oh, where the hell this place is that he went? But really expensive equipment, just because the name ain't on it. He got it for really good price. I'm talking Canal Street prices. I used to go to Canal Street like once a year to get a bunch of shit, or like once every other season. I mean, you can go in and buy. Now, mind you, this shit's gonna break. Most of it's gonna break, but there's some things that you could get down there that will pass as if they're, a brand name. There he is. Amazon returns on Friday morning at all for less. Oh, they're doing a sale? It was $10, yeah. Yeah, bro. I don't know how you got that price, bro. You know what you should do, to be honest with you? If you need a little side hustle, literally just buy them all up and like just sell them for like $20 and make, double your money. Because at that, for like $20 for a night vision, bro, people will buy that up all day because you can't get it. You can even sell them for $50 if you want to. Make up whatever price you want. And you'll be doing people a favor and putting a little bread in your pocket. That's what I always wanted to do with crystals, because I get such a good deal on crystals, like not great, but enough to where I could still sell it to people for less than what they get it for. That's why I ended up giving them away last time. Everything is $10. You know what, bro? I'm gonna holler at you, and I wanna go see this place. Next time I got a little scratch in my pocket, I'm gonna go check it out. Or I'll just like PayPal you some money next time you're over there or some shit. I want to come back out there when I'm not gimping. Like last time we met up, I was like, I mean, you see me, but I was fucking bad. I had no business being outside. Alright, I gotta go meet. What time is it? I gotta meet. Well, actually, I'm ahead of time. I'm alright. It's Meet a Subscriber morning. I love meeting you guys in person. It's great. I remember when I first met, like, in person, like Dark Hour Paranormal or like Cryptid Hunters, like they'd be like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you," and I'm like, "What?" Like, oh shit! Like like it feels like you know people after a while, but like they'll say like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you," and I'm like, "Oh shit, we've never met. Like, we really haven't." Like that's how this video world has become. Is like it makes you feel like you know people. I guess you do somewhat. Depends who we're talking about, right? Some people are really good at putting on a fucking face. So I always tell you guys, like anybody can be the best version of themselves for an hour a day or an hour a week or whatever, right? You know, pay attention to who's giving you what and what's, you know. I can't wait to get to Scotland, bro. When I get to Scotland, you guys, I'll be live like fucking 24 hours a day. I'm gonna walk around. I want to walk around the whole lock. I don't care if it takes me fucking 6 days. Excuse my mouth this morning. I'm getting a little passionate here. But I've been obsessed with Lake Loch Ness since I was a kid. Most of you know that's how like cryptids came in my life as a child. Like my mom would be like, "Oh, where do you want to go?" And it was like a rhetorical question because we were gonna always go to Montauk anyway, because you know she was a single mother with no bread and like we had no money. So whatever, that's what we did. We got a little flea bag motel and we, you know, hung out on the beach and ate, you know, went to the fried chicken shack and stuff. You know, not the stuff the rich people were doing, but we wanted to kind of be like that, right? But she would take me whale watching every year, and that was the big thing. That was what I wanted to do. I always wanted to go whale watching, which is not cheap, and she would always do it for me. There's nothing like being close enough to touch a humpback whale in the middle of the ocean. You know, when humpback whales come up and breach and jump out of the water and smash, or a big tail comes up in front of your face, like, you know, or you know, they start rolling over next to you and put their fin up and you touch their fin. I mean, I'm talking in the middle of nowhere, not at SeaWorld. There's nothing like that. Nothing like that. But I always say it's so like being looking for Sasquatch is just like whale watching. If they come to you, you'll get what you're looking for. If you could drive around that ocean all day or walk around the woods all day, enough to interact. Wild. Fried chicken, yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, you know, everything's gone to shit around here at least. There's only one good like soul food restaurant and it's pretty far away from me. Oh, damn it, man. Deer. There's this guy on Long Island that does stuff with deer. He's like a deer rescue guy. I believe his name's the Deer Whisperer. Like, but anyway, I'm gonna find out what the channel's called, and I'll let you guys know because he watching. He films all the rescues and stuff that he does, and it's a really amazing channel. And I'll find out for you guys what it's called exactly and share it with you. But I really want to try to get him on as a guest and shit. I got a few ideas. He literally searches out caves and then goes in them and when you see where these caves are, they're literally like the entry will be like a tiny hole next to the base of a tree that nobody notices. Like the one I found up last expedition, right up in Elko Park, and then we noticed there was smoke coming out of it or steam or whatever, and so it'll be something like that, and then he'll just hook up, squeeze through that hole, and next thing you know, it starts opening up into big rooms, and then like he'll tunnel down and find a huge room, and like mind-blowing shit. I'm trying to get in touch with that guy. Some of you asked me to get in touch with the mermaid guy that was on that. He's like a fisherman. He's not easy to get a hold of at all. I've been trying for months. It's really hard to get a hold of someone. You know, the best I could do is message him on like Instagram and hope he answers or whatever. But you know, my Instagram has like 3 people on it, so I probably wouldn't answer that shit either. I'd be like, oh, that's like a fake account. But I forget the guy's name. The wind's getting up now, banging on my window. Whoa. We had the rains yesterday. We had them yesterday. Oh, man. Working on a story about Bigfoot. Talking in my state. I have witnessed this with my family, but this is the first time in my state I have heard this happening again. That's cool. It's awesome. It's up to 90-mile-per-hour winds. That is abnormal, bro. That is wild. You gotta be careful. What do they say? Batten down the hatches or whatever. You gotta tie down. We used to sometimes have to put like tape on our windows and shit. At least like storefronts, you know what I mean? Because the wind would get so intense. And it hasn't been like that in recent years, though. It hasn't been so bad. But working with glass and mirror, you know, working with glass and mirrors was a little different. Most stuff we did was residential, thank God. But once in a while, like, you know, you take it for granted, right? But when, like, if you go to like Dunkin' Donuts, like, and look at their storefront, that glass that goes from the floor to the roof, those panes are huge, and it is sketchy to try and get that from, you know, off the side of the truck, stand it up with just suction cups. I mean, and then the top is so high it catches wind and like it moves, and if it blows up, you're all sorts of screwed. And it's just dangerous, all sorts of dangerous. We used to be carrying stuff, trying to get it in, like, you know, get a big piece of mirror or glass upstairs at somebody's house, and like, you know, you hit the corner, like, there's little sweet spots that make them explode, and, you know, you just tap a corner. You could punch that thing all day, hit it with a hammer, all sorts of shit, but if you hit that sweet spot, boom! And when I tell you, it sounds like, it doesn't really sound like anything, honestly, but it explodes, like. And when you're holding it above your head or in your hands and it blows up, and then you're just holding a suction cup, and some of it's safety glass, but other times it's real sketch. And then the cleanup, holy shit. You gotta get some shop vacs and just start sucking everything up. It's interesting work, though. If it was easy, everybody would do it. That's why we got paid good. Even as an apprentice, I would make like 200 a day, which will, it's not great, I guess, these days, but back, 20 years ago, it was good money. Right now, my discipline sucks. Like, I basically make like way less than $100 a day if you break it down into days. That's before all the other shit that comes out. What the hell? Yeah, well, that happened here too, dog man. That's why we had flooding here in New York, like in Brooklyn and where else? Really everywhere. Basically the flash flood area stopped right at my neighborhood, like my town. Basically, there was like a flash flood area in Long Island, but as far as like Brooklyn and other areas, there was such bad flooding because they don't have. Out here we have grass and trees and shit, places for it to go. But out there they don't. They just have a system. So, once those sewers fill up, if the system can't get rid of it, then if it's not the amount of rainfall, it's the amount of rainfall per hour that causes these problems. You know what I'm saying? And there's no warnings for flash floods. There's no. It's not like, oh, hurricane so and so is coming. Get ready. It's just like, bing, here it is. And they don't even name it afterwards, so it's kind of like, it doesn't have a name. It's just some shit that happened. So that's basically how it goes. They're playing havoc with my internet connection. Yeah. Well, I'm about to hop off, guys. I'm gonna go meet up with one of the subscribers. I don't know if she wants me to say her name, so I won't. If she don't care, I'll say it later. But I don't think she'll give a shit. She's a good person, really nice person. All of you are. If I can meet up with all you guys in person, I'm good. And that goes, without saying. You guys are always welcome. I mean, I'm not really on the way to anything, right? Like, Long Island, where I live in Long Island is out of the way of everything. There's all mainland, and then, oh, she's here. There's all mainland, and then, we're way out here, so. All right, my friends, this is where I leave you. I'll catch you guys soon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. Giving me a little bit of, smiles and motivation this morning. I will catch up with you soon.